Hello, friends, and welcome to episode 6 of Mistconceptions. I'm your host, David White. Before we get started with the episode today, let me give a shout out to our newest SoundCloud listener, Ricky Portis. Ricky, welcome to the show. I hope you like it. Stick around, tell your friends about us. Hey, and surprise, last week's episode was not our last episode. That was a little April Fool's joke. I had a couple of people contacting me and asking me, hey, are you and Jaime okay? Is the show going to be able to continue? What's going on with y'all? Is everything okay? Well, there was no fight. Jaime and I didn't have a fight. Well, okay, that's not entirely true. Jaime and I usually have fights, but it is usually settled with a marshmallow launcher, an ancient Japanese sword, and cooking canola oil. We also call that every other Thursday night. Anyways, I really don't have anything else to say except Misconceptions isn't going anywhere anytime soon. That'd just say, Mistconceptions. Turned into Swedish chef there for a second. My tang is all tangled up. Misconceptions isn't going anywhere. We have a lot more of a story to tell you, and we have a lot more episodes coming your way. So stick around, enjoy the ride, and don't fall for April Fool jokes. Come on, guys, be smarter than that. Anyways, with all that out of the way, let's get right into the episode. Previously on Misconceptions.
Okay, can we get together and try to find Pedro, see if he still has the tracker in him or whatever?
Yep, still has a tracker in him. He's good. I think he's at some random warehouse district. I can't really tell. Obviously, we have to look for him.
Well, so remember, the guy who was distributing and manufacturing the gloves talked about these others that we don't know about, and they're the ones who hired an assassin to kill him. So if we find out where the missing drug dealers are, who are dealing the stuff that he's dealing that isn't, he's like, you didn't find the full power of it. And if we find whoever's taking and kidnapping them, then we'll find out who the others are and what their holy agenda is.
The tracker that you've placed in Pedro, you follow it to the middle of town, and you pull up on a street that doesn't have a lot of open businesses anymore. And in fact, the building that you pull up in front of that the GPS signal is coming from is an abandoned animal control center.
So are we just gonna go knock on the door?
Yeah, I think we sneak, and
I think we play like we're going to look for an animal.
Hello! I don't know what accent that was.
Hello.
Hello!
I start kind of beating on the door a little harder. Hey, open up, guys! Just come in for the party.
And for dogs. If we could have the dogs, please.
Behind a trash can in the alleyway, you see a hunched over figure.
Alright, Faye goes up too.
Okay. As Faye approaches, she pulls back her hood, and this is Linda Lockwood.
Don't you just stand with some cue cards and read things? Why are you actually investigating anything?
Don't you just sit behind a desk and grade papers all day?
Great. Glad to know we're going to be good friends.
You'll climb up the ladder, you'll get to the second story.
Yeah.
You'll run over to the other side of the roof.
well, actually, while we're up here, is there like a skylight or anything, or is there like a window on the ceiling that we could maybe look down through?
Yeah, there totally is. You look in, and you see the main area where dogs used to be kept in this control center, and in the cages are humans, and the humans are tearing at the chain link fences, trying to bust out. They're frothing in the mouth. They seem more beast than man. And in the middle, you see a man with a suit, but he has taken his suit jacket off and he's given it to somebody, like an attendant who is holding it for him. He has his sleeves rolled up. He has a black slim tie going down his white shirt, black pants, black dress shoes, and in his hand, on his hands are rubber gloves, and in his hand is a gun with a silencer on it.
I pick up a rock that's large enough to kill someone.
Straight up throws one
At the trash can.
So, with all that said, what the actual hell is going on?
Okay, then we text them.
Sorry, winky face, tongue out. You see a couple dudes in sweatpants and sneakers and wife beaters, and they have submachine guns in their hands. Okay, you go look at the scene.
Well, now I'm gonna say, because I haven't seen down where we looked yet, right? So I'm gonna, okay. Yeah, it's right over here. Look, come here.
The rolled up sleeves man wipes the blood from his face. All right, bring me the next one. They bring out the next one. His hoodie is up over his head. And he says, take the hoodie off. I want to see his face. They take it off. And it is Pedro. And he says, all right, buddy boy. I don't want to hurt you, but I've hurt a lot of people tonight. Put a lot of bullets in all their heads. So I'm going to ask you this once, man. Where's the drugs?
The city, a mashed up combo of the old world and the new, of the mundane and the mystical. By day, this city is everything it seems, a city with towering skyscrapers, potholes that never seem to stay fixed, and stiffs in ties and dames in high heels. But at night, the real nature of the city comes out. At night, the shifty-eyed stalker becomes a creature with dripping claws and a maw full of teeth. At night, cars roll down the streets with no one in the driver's seat. But when morning comes, nobody can remember how the night really went. They remember through a fog, or more appropriately, a mist. No one knows where the mist came from, or its true nature. In fact, most everyone in the city doesn't even know the mist exists. The mist doesn't just cover up either. It affects everything and everyone in the city, changing them, warping them. Most of those affected by the mist, they take what the mist gives them to turn a profit or pursue selfish gains. But there are some, just a few, that fight the good fight. They put their necks on the line to protect the city from the nefarious ne'er-do-wells. It's not always easy. In fact, it never is. But these legends don't surrender. This is a story of a few of those legends. Their story needs to be told, and it needs to be heard.
Today, before we get started, we're going to go around and we're going to ask a question that will show us how you think about your character, and maybe it will help the audience also inform how they think about the character. So my question for all of you today is, if Misconceptions were a movie, who would play your character? Let's start with Jaime. Jaime, who would play Bill in the Misconceptions movie?
This is a tough question. So originally I thought Nicolas Cage, because he's one of the better actors of our generation. But I thought, no, my character is more of kind of a Weasley guy, like kind of shifty, kind of roguish. Mm-hmm. So I thought of John Leguizamo.
Oh, interesting choice. Okay.
Yeah. So for now,
John Leguizamo.
For now, let's say John Leguizamo with an Australian accent.
I was about to say, could he do an Australian accent? I mean, maybe he could.
He's Australian, David.
Leguizamo. Hate to break it to you, mate, but I don't think that's an Australian name.
What constitutes an Australian name?
Shepherd.
Just because you know somebody who's Australian who has the last name Shepherd. Have you heard of a shepherd's pie?
Love them.
It's not from Australia, is it?
It is.
No, it isn't.
It's from Japan.
No, it's... Okay.
All right, let's move on to Zach. Zach, if this was a movie, who would play Ren Pascal?
Straight up Will Smith.
Okay. Will Smith? I would actually have pictured Donald Glover. Okay. Interesting choice, Will Smith.
I was-
I like Will Smith. I really
I
like
was
him.
I was thinking like Will Smith from the zombie movie that he's in, or
I Am Legend.
I Am
My
Legend.
favorite. Is that correct?
yeah,
my
I-
favorite Will Smith movie.
Yeah, I Am Legend, or he's just like amazing, or the movie he's in with his son.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I got you. Pursuit of Happiness.
No, the Earth one.
Yeah, the one where they're like in space.
What is that? I never saw that one.
I don't think it flopped, but I don't think it did as well as people expected it to.
It didn't do as well because they're expecting this like super intense I Am Legend Will Smith movie. And it was more like the bond between him and his son.
Huh.
And,
Interesting.
like,
Did you see it?
Yeah,
Oh.
I thought it was really good. And
Oh,
like
okay.
battling against the odds and stuff with his son, and
Okay. I'll have to check it out.
so
Who did you picture for my character? Have you pictured Donald Glover for his character?
Man, I don't know because Bill is kind of beefy. I mean, he's a fighter. He's all tatted up. He's tough. Maybe Chris Pratt, if Chris Pratt could do a Australian accent.
I was thinking like straight up Rambo.
Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
Good lord.
I don't think
'Cause-
Bill's that old.
Well, I mean, younger Sylvester Stallone, but like the
Okay.
good, like just like a strong build and poker face, and just like being straight up tough.
Okay.
Not Sylvester Stallone now, where he still tries to be tough.
Oh, I'm sure he is tough. I'm sure
Oh,
he can.
I
Knock,
mean-
he can knock any one of us out.
Yeah.
Michael Fassbender.
Ooh, I like it. Oh, is that your choice?
Yeah, I changed it.
Leguizamo's out. Michael
Lego,
Fassbender's
Lego's
in.
out. The pest is gone.
Oh man, yeah, I dig that. Michael Fassbender.
We
Let's do it.
we have such striking similarities already. So
You really do. Y'all look a lot alike. All right, let's move on to Tessa. Tessa, if this was a movie, who would play Faye Carver?
Felicity Jones. She's got just enough, and most of her characters, she's got that like edge about her, but she's also. I'm trying to find the right word for it.
She's really tough.
Right.
But at the same time, she can like turn around and be like this really nice and loving character. Like she's really tough in like Rogue One, and daring and brave, and does all these things. But really, like at her heart, she's still
Okay.
caring and
Yeah.
stuff.
Right.
Felicity Jones. I like that. I pictured Emma Watson.
It was definitely on my list, but it was almost. One, it was a little too cliche.
Yeah.
And two, like, when I think of, like, Hermione doesn't have the same guts that Faye does. So,
Okay.
she's incredibly intelligent and very brave, but she just doesn't take the initiative all the time that Faye does. She tends to be the more careful one.
Interesting. We're gonna get so much hate mail from Harry Potter fans.
I love Harry Potter. I love Hermione.
Hermione is
Okay.
so.
I love
decisive.
Emma Watson. She's amazing.
She's so gutsy.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. And let's move on to Carrie. Carrie, if this was a movie, who would play Esther Black?
That's a tie, but one of them is more Carrie's personality, but could fit for Esther. But I would go with Stana Katic. But also
From Castle, Stana Katic?
yeah.
Okay.
But also possibly Anne Hathaway.
Yeah, Anne Hathaway has surprised me with some of her roles that haven't been Princess Diaries.
You had a different picture.
Anna Kendrick. That's what I was thinking.
Oh,
Anna
yeah.
Kendrick for Esther Black.
Yeah.
She could definitely bring the levity to the role. I don't know if she could bring kind of the harshness that Esther has. But I don't know. That's what I was thinking. All right, interesting. Who would play the handsome narrator? Who would be the narrator's voice?
Nathan Fillion.
Done. I'll take it. All right. Let's go ahead and get to the episode. Where we left off, this man with the rolled up sleeves, he pulled out Pedro and he was about to question him after just shooting another one of the drug dealers. What do y'all do?
So Faye is like visibly upset because this does not jive with any of her social justice things. So she is like gung-ho ready to like break in the top, go down and save these people. So she's like already starting to like get ready, and y'all can tell that she's like,
Hey, hold on, Flower Power. We can't just jump in there. All right?
We have to think about this first.
but we have to save them. Pedro's going to be shot any minute now. We don't
but
have
so
time
could
to
the-
come up with a plan.
So
Keep
could
your
the
voice
rest
down.
Of us.
We can take him.
Do you see the other guys? They have 3 machine guns.
If we throw a rock and hit one of the cages, then the people should go crazy, and it'll at least buy us enough time to figure out what to do.
Were you the one who threw the rock in the alleyway with the trash can? Was that you?
Oh, you're so investigative. I guess you figured it out. Good job.
Yeah, thanks. Hey, the next time you and the rest of the Hobo Rodeo come into town, let me know. My viewers would really like to know how you clowns get into tiny little cars.
But would you like an applause? Is that what you're looking for? Can we please
Ren
get back to
raises
the matter at
his hands
hand?
up to applaud.
Oh, I'd love that. Could we do that?
So Faye at this point is starting to like pull, like trying to figure out how to get like the glass of the top off while they're arguing and looking for a rock.
Well, I mean, I've got rocks in my hand. Dude.
I'm sure he
Yes,
has them in
but
his pockets.
Faye does not know that.
I'm just gonna throw a rock
Okay.
Where?
through the through the broken pane, and I'm gonna aim it at the cages so that it riles up the beast people.
Okay, take the risk.
No, you take the risk.
I'm not the one throwing the rock.
Do you smell what the rock is cooking? All right, so take the risk. I perform a daring, risky, dangerous, and outright stupid feat. That sounds just like my character.
Yes, you do.
So I'm going to use all in.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I'm going to make a slingshot out of my ectoplasm. It's going to
okay.
come up like...
Yeah. Okay.
And then I'm going to use quick hands.
Okay, so 3 tags.
Yeah.
All in, ectoplasm, and quick hands.
Yeah. Okay.
Go ahead.
It's been a while since I've shot my slingshot.
I thought he was gonna say thrown a rock.
I've never thrown a rock in my life.
Me.
Just-
You're not a virus.
All right, so what?
How do you know that? You don't even know me.
So what'd you get?
Yarg.
You're...
I got a 7,
7. Okay,
which is still successful, mind you,
it is. You're
but
successful.
things get messy.
Yeah.
Can I choose what happens if I'm creative?
Sure.
All right.
Tell me what happens.
So I'm since I used quick hands,
Uh-huh.
I tried to do this quickly. Picked up this rock and I was just like, "Oh, I'm gonna show off."
And Linda's
this
saying, "Wait, don't."
This stupid reporter is gonna see that she's just a dumb idiot. And then I go, "Phew." And there's obviously the unbroken pane,
Mm-hmm.
and it's right next to, or the broken pane right next to an unbroken pane,
Mm-hmm.
and it just goes straight through the second one, and shatters it.
Mm-hmm.
And that those glass shards fall down onto the people and then like hit the inside, so they're going crazy. And so it's like successful in that they are going crazy, and Pedro's probably not going to get instantly shot, but I gave away our position.
Yeah. So the shards of glass rain down on the caged up people. They're obviously the people that are strung out on the product, and the armed men in there look up, and the rolled up sleeves guys, who is obviously the boss, looks up. He says, "We got company, boys." The 3 men that you saw step into the middle of the room and point their guns up and start firing. But then even more people that you didn't see within your field of view come into view and start firing and lighting up the whatever. Not the smartest choice, because as they're shooting, all of this glass is going to be raining down on them as well. But everybody roll a face danger.
Add tags.
Yeah, add tags.
Esther's going to use the react before it happens.
Okay.
And Daddy Spider.
How would Daddy's Fighter protect you from a spray and pray?
Because he's trained because he's trained me for different scenarios and things.
Okay.
Because
Go-
I mean,
yeah,
a
go ahead.
shootout could break out in the bar easily.
Yeah. Okay.
What did we say medium was going to end up being, or 4?
You can talk to the poker chips that you take.
Okay.
9.
Okay. So as the fire starts to burst through the roof, you do get sprayed with a little bit of the glass, and you take a scratched up 1 status. Bill, your roll. Where are you adding?
I'm going to use... All right. Track with me. Okay. I'm going to use quick hands and ectoplasm constructs, because as soon as I shatter that glass, I know that we have been spotted, or we're like, they know we're up here. So I'm just going to be like, shoot, and going to like retract the slingshot and then like pull out like just like a big shield, almost it looks like a door sideways, and I'm gonna set it in front of us so that it offers protection to whoever's like behind it, so that they could get a +1 on their rolls.
So you're wanting to roll a change the game.
Yeah, because I'm creating a construct, like it's basically like a table flipped on its side to slam in front of us.
Did he fail?
It is unsuccessful.
Go ahead and roll your face of danger.
Okay.
What are you adding?
So face the danger. Okay, I rolled to change the game. It didn't work out. That sucks. Sorry, guys. I tried. So I realize as I'm trying to like conjure up this thing that it's not gonna happen fast enough, and like one side's a little heavier than the other. So I kind of like pull down my left arm and like leave my right arm up, and I'm just gonna make a smaller shield and kind of duck down behind it.
Okay.
Okay. Ooh! Natural 12.
Nice. Okay.
So,
So you got a 15?
yeah.
Okay. So all of the bullet spray and the shards of glass just bounce off your shield. Who wants to go next? Okay. Rin, what's your roll?
I think I'll use the heightened processing speed to jump out of the way. And cybernetic lenses.
Okay. So heightened process speed?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a face of danger with +1.
9.
Okay. You, like Esther, you dive out of the way, but some of the glass falls on you, gets into your hoodie, gets on your face. You take a scratched up 1 status. And Faye.
So I'm going to use mind control over nature because as soon as Faye hears the shots, she's going to start having this like thick wood stuff kind of like creating like a barrier over her. Very Groot in that last scene. He's like surrounding everyone kind of. So that's kind of what is starting to form. I'm also going to use resourceful because I'm going to be running to like find the best spot to hide on the roof. Okay. But I want to activate my weakness tag of missing the bigger picture because that's kind of what got them in this mess in the first place, because Faye couldn't get out of her head to...
So she's having some emotional trauma from that?
Uh-huh. Okay. And then do I still have my dazed from the bushes?
You do.
Okay, so basically it all cancels out, but...
Okay. Hold on, before you roll, is this a face of danger or change the game to give yourself like a protection asset for this fight?
I mean, I guess I think of it more as a face of danger because I'm not picturing that like she has fully formed this. I'm just picturing that it's starting...
It's just happening right
now.
Okay,
right.
Go ahead.
We're supposed to tell you our weakness tags before we roll, huh? Okay.
Yeah. Unless I choose to activate him for whatever reason. What'd you get?
6.
Yeah, you try to do that, but your head is still ringing
from trying to force nature to grow in this not nature place. You take a injured 2 status
Okay.
as you just get not shredded, but you do take. I'll say you take a bullet through the shoulder.
Okay.
Good.
Not through your shoulder. Maybe like
It grazes.
yeah, it grazes your neck meat.
Okay. Do I get
Yes.
attention for my weakness tag?
Yeah, go ahead and give yourself 1 attention. Which one does that go in?
Unstoppable activist.
Okay. All right. So the dudes below just light up the skylight. Everybody but Bill gets hurt. Linda herself, she dives out of the way. She doesn't get hit, and she says, "Good going, dingus!" She's yelling over the gunfire. "Now how are we going to get in there and save all those people?"
Shut up! They don't know we're up here. Well, they don't know exactly where we are yet. Shut up!
Thanks, Bill.
I hate you so much.
Is there anything for us to take cover with up here?
Not really. It's a bare roof. It's a bare roof with the skylight in the middle.
Faye could throw down like a spore bomb or something. Gas them out.
Is that a thing?
Spores have
I'm going to
gases.
read about plants this week. Okay, sure. I'll give it a shot.
Okay.
So change the game, I guess.
Yeah, roll a change the game to form your seed bomb, as it were.
Okay. I think mind control, but I'm gonna throw in resourceful because this is pretty
Sure.
creative.
Sure.
Haha! 11.
Okay, on an 11, you get to give yourself...
Pause. Make that an 8 because I forgot to take down my injured and my
Okay,
dazed.
so it's an 8. All right, so then you get 1 juice, and you get to pick inflict a status with tier 1, create or summon new objects or beings with 1 tag of your choice, add a new temporary tag to 1 character, object, or location, remove 1 tier from a status, or burn 1 player character's tag.
Inflict a status with tier 1. They can't see. They're confused / can't. They're disoriented. We're just gonna go with that.
Disoriented 1? Okay,
Yep.
go ahead and give me a disoriented 1 tag. I guess you're targeting the soldiers and their captain.
Yeah.
You chunk that seed bomb down there and it explodes. Describe what it looks like when it explodes.
Yeah, I guess.
Dust
So
or
you just
something.
see Faye basically pull out this bag out of her backpack and throws stuff down there, and it poofs out and becomes this grayish yellowish cloud. And then you just hear the shooting stop, and they're all like, "Ah, no."
Yeah. Okay.
And-
So shooting stops are like, "Man, there's stuff in my eyes. There's stuff in my eyes. I got some sort of tear gas or something." You're the captain. "Boys, don't let up. Keep firing up there. Don't let them come down here."
We just cannonball straight in.
Mortal Kombat.
I think it'd be a really good idea, guys, if we went down by the other entrance. If we came from both sides.
How are we going to protect ourselves from the spore bomb?
Hey, I have a great idea. Let's stay up here on this roof and talk while everybody down there gets away. Maybe you should come up with a plan before you come and ruin somebody else's plan.
Thank you. Also, you keep talking, and I'm pretty sure people recognize your voice because you're on TV and stuff, so everybody knows who's here. You.
Yeah, I'm really concerned with people knowing that I'm here now.
You should be.
Hey, Ren, can I borrow your gun really quick?
Don't say his name.
Hey, Ren, stupid Pascal, who lives at 723 Baker Street.
All right,
And who
I
owns
had
the
enough.
Bill?
She runs to the side of the building where the back is.
I trip her.
And she flips herself around and kind of slides down the back side of the building.
I whip around and scream, "Ren is right, okay? We need to go in separate and charge them," and I bolt after her.
Okay.
I feel it necessary to follow, and I have my gun out.
Okay. How are y'all getting down to the ground level?
Vine. And I put one for Esther, too.
For Esther. Okay.
She pulls out her climbing gear and saves herself and Esther.
Yeah.
And says, "Screw you guys."
See you, nerds. All right, both of you roll to take the risk.
Mind control over nature, entangling vines, headstrong.
Sure.
7 plus 3 power tags, and then take away 3 injuries. So 7.
Okay, so 7. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to offer you a hard choice since you got a 7 on your take the risk. You're coming down very headstrong. You're still a little dazed, and you come down really strong. But you're coming down the vine so fast that you kind of need to choke up on it to slow yourself down. But doing so would affect Esther being able to slide on it. So save yourself from taking a status, or take the status and let Esther use your vine to get down.
Take the status.
Okay, give yourself a tweaked ankle 1.
Okay.
Are you already injured from something? Mm-hmm. Then go ahead and step up that status by 1 tick. So
Okay.
it wouldn't go to 3 yet, but it would
Be
just go to
2.5, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good gosh.
Esther, go ahead and roll a take the risk, and you get a +1 for her vines.
Can I use life lessons?
Sure.
It's only 7.
Okay.
Because I have 2
Oh.
stats.
Yeah, -2. What's your other one?
Injured by dog and scratched by glass.
Oh, shoot. So just step that up then. Stash it up to just injured 2. So combine them. I didn't. Oh, I should realize that. Anyways, you're also coming down pretty hard. Phase vines aren't exactly really strong right now. So it actually breaks. And so you can either reach out and grab yourself on a outcropping in the building to save yourself from taking a status, but doing so would cause you to drop your gun and it would scatter somewhere into the vacant, overgrown lot where the dogs had been walked.
Oh, I'll just fall.
Okay, go ahead and step your status up by 1 tick. So both of you jump off the side of the building and cowabunga, just crash on the ground. Linda is nowhere to be seen.
Thank God.
The both of you, boys, what do you do?
All right.
We go down the fire escape.
Okay, you get to the bottom.
No, I said. Can we go down to the? I say we go down. I'm Spanish. Sorry, my Spanish teacher does this.
I think we go down.
I say we use our Pokemon cards and just
Go blast
dole it
the
out.
wings.
I think we should go down to the second story window because fire escapes are placed right next to windows. See if it's open. If it's not, you can use your glass cutter and we can flip it open and get a tactical advantage by being on the second story. Thoughts?
Yeah, sounds like a good plan to me.
Cool.
Okay, you run down to the second story building, or second story window. There is a window there, but it's boarded up.
All right.
I mean, it's boarded up on the inside. It's not boarded up on the outside. So you can still
grab
cut
my
it.
laser cutter.
You don't have a laser cutter.
He has
you
a
have
gla-
a regular cutter.
He has a glass cutter.
Yeah.
If you can get this window open, well, let's check if it's open first.
It's not open.
It's not open. If you can get
It's
this
just
window open,
just like a single pane window.
okay. If you can get this window open, then I can form a crowbar, and we can pop. It's gonna make noise, but we'll get in.
What if? Explain to me how that happens.
How you open it,
Yeah,
and then I use a crowbar.
yeah. How can we do it without noise?
We couldn't. I mean, we could try it. Okay, if they use like nails that haven't rusted yet, and we're very, very careful, and I roll a natural 12, then maybe we can do it without making noise.
I have a better idea. What if we just go down to the first floor and just open the door quietly?
Because we've established that the door is locked.
Except for I pull out my lock key kit.
Nope. Except I made keys to every abandoned dog facility in the city.
You know, I could lockpick with my ectoplasm.
Sure, you can try if you want to. But now you're already like, Aaron, you've wasted this time trying to cut this thing open.
All right, Rin. Do we want to do this, or do we want to go see if they got down all right? What are you thinking?
I think it's best if we just surprise them from both sides.
The girls?
No, the bad guys. Because aren't there 2 doors? There's 2 alleyways.
Yeah,
Yeah, but there's a door on the front of the building and a door on the back of the building.
I didn't know if there's...
No.
Okay.
So do you want to try to get in there quietly and unlock the back door?
Yes.
The back door's unlocked. Front door's not locked. Front door is locked.
Okay, so then they could get in if they wanted. All right, let's try to get in and make enough noise to where they can get in the back door without being caught. Use your glass cutter. I'll see if we can pry the wood off quietly. And then we'll try to create a distraction from the inside.
Okay.
Shoot, I'll just make this a joint take the risk. So one person roll it, and then both of you choose one tag to add to it.
Okay.
One tag?
This
Okay,
will
if you have multiple tags, what could you add? Oh wait, so one person is rolling, and they get to add their tags as usual, and one person picks one tag to add.
Okay, you're adding your tags as usual. I will add calming presence because I noticed that you're getting a little bit nervous.
This is to cut the glass and break out the thing. I just want to take care of the whole window thing in one roll. Okay.
No.
Expediency is our friend.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's just gonna be super noisy. All right. I'm still calming him for the glass cutting part at least.
Okay.
That makes sense to me. So I'll do that.
I think I'll do all the new toys and heightened processing speed. Think quickly to push the glass out and see if I can make as little noise as possible.
Okay.
So +3.
What you get?
He got 3.
So 6.
And do you have any injured?
Yes.
Oh, maybe I should have rolled.
So you try to cut the glass and you just can't. Like you're like, this worked before. I don't know why it's not working now. You try to suction cup it and it doesn't suction cup, and you try to cut it won't cut. The gears won't turn. Everything. So it's just your device to cut this glass is not working.
All right, so
New plan. You just punch the window out.
I wrap a handkerchief around my knuckles, and I just punch the window pane. I'm gonna use Skull Crusher. Yard. Actually, what am I talking about? I'm gonna use a power tag. I'm gonna coat my hand in ectoplasm.
Yeah, I was wondering, like, when you said put a handkerchief around your hand, I was like, just use your ectoplasm.
Yeah, so I'm gonna coat my hand in ectoplasm.
Okay.
Use Skull Crusher and all in.
Sure. Go ahead and roll.
Six. I have to break the glass though. It's one pane.
Yeah. Okay. So you do break the glass, but you bump up against the whatever.
The wood.
The frame?
Yeah, the wood that's bolted on it. You don't break the wood. It splinters a little, but you're like, that's some tough wood. All right, girls, back to you. The boys spent a long time doing that. So what are y'all doing? Y'all are picking yourself up off the ground.
We've splinted our ankles by now, and we've acquired crutches. And I'm just kidding. Got any ideas on how we're gonna get in there, Faye? Since you're so eager to fix the situation.
You know what, Esther? If you could be a little bit more helpful instead of just being judgmental, that would be nice.
I'm not being unhelpful or judgmental. I'm just asking you how you're suggesting us to get in the building.
I don't know. Is the back door locked? Have we even checked that? GM, is the back door locked?
I bump up against the door.
The guys came out that door whenever
Right.
they went into the thing.
Isn't it just hanging open?
Yeah, it's just open.
Okay. The back door's already open. I can't shoot. I just have vines and shrubs and spores.
Well, I can shoot.
Great. Okay, so Faye is looking up and down the alleyway. Is there some form of even the smallest amount of dirt nearby? Are there weeds growing in any of the cracks of the sidewalk?
I mean, behind the building is that huge, like, open grassy area where they would take the dogs and walk them.
Okay,
They're
perfect.
standing like right in between that and the main building.
Okay. So Faye slings her backpack off, runs over to that. Legit has like a garden shovel in her backpack. Just like one of those little mini ones. Shovels in like 3 shovels worth of dirt into her backpack, slings it back on, runs back to the back door.
Okay, roll a change the game.
Meanwhile, Esther's just watching her like, what is she doing now?
Resourceful and at home in nature.
Okay.
Okay. 9. Do I need to count in my...
Would they affect you doing this?
I don't think so, because she's not really like her injury is in her shoulder, and she's able to just dig with the other arm.
Yeah.
And then the dazedness... I mean, I could probably take the dazed, maybe.
Yeah, I think dazed might apply.
So 8.
Yeah. Okay, so 8. All right, pick one of those things from the first block.
Also, at this point, Esther has her phone out and she's sending a text message.
2.
Hobby.
Okay, what does it say?
Just has our location.
It's sent. So, Tessa, what'd you get?
Has he read it yet?
You have to wait a whole turn.
He's typing back. Dot, dot, dot.
Question?
I'm gonna do the remove one tier and say that the dazedness has worn off.
Yeah, but that would mean that you don't create an asset. That would mean you heal yourself, but you don't create an asset. And what you're trying to do is trying to create an asset.
Well, I thought just me being successful already meant that.
No, it means that you get a juice and you can spend it on one of those things.
Okay.
Change the game is like a
Okay.
versatile thing that you can do a lot of things with.
Sorry, I guess I was thinking you hit with all you got, where you like
Yeah.
get to do another thing. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So yeah, so I just do that.
Okay, so you create one tag. What is it?
Backpack of dirt.
Yep. All right.
Bag of holding.
What else? You'll still haven't gone inside the building. Good few minutes have passed.
Can I create a, like, have you seen those things that they use to knock down doors in police movies?
Oh yeah.
And then use that as like
A battering ram.
and use his help as like an asset to where we both roll with our force into the door. You know what I mean?
Sure. Go ahead.
How would that work?
We do
Well,
that
to
into
create the
wall.
actual battering ram, I think would be a change to the game. But just to get y'all in there, just roll a take the risk.
Okay. Ectoplasm construct, skull crusher, all in, and Zach's help.
Okay. So +1 with his incapacitator gun, but.
No, he's grabbing the other side of it. Like it takes.
Oh, okay.
Two. You know what I mean? That's what I meant by like.
Sure.
It would take 2 people to operate.
Okay.
That was a 3, 1, 2, 6. Okay. 13.
Okay. Yeah, so y'all finally shatter it out. And as you step through the window and through the wood, there's kind of like a catwalk going around the upper level. And so it's open going down, but there's a catwalk up here. And I guess there's like little cages and stuff along the catwalk, but they are empty. There's nothing inside them. All the action's downstairs. And whenever you go in, you don't see the mafia guys anymore. All the bestial people are still in their cages.
Scan.
Oh yeah, I'll use my biorhythmic scanner, and heightened processing speed to just do that in like a second to
Okay.
see if looking specifically for those guys, and
Okay.
I've already edited out the bestial people.
Okay. Go ahead and roll and investigate.
It's like detective vision.
12.
Okay, yeah, they're all at the front of the building. They're like packing up stuff, trying to get out the front door.
I would like to see if I could take a shot to at least hit one of them.
They're behind a wall.
It goes through walls.
Wait,
That
where,
was
are they like chilling, like hiding? Like did they take cover?
No, they're like rapidly packing up stuff to get out of there.
Do you see? Wait. Do you see
And
the?
then I send a text through my brain.
Do you see the reporter?
No.
Does
Yeah,
he see their
he
form?
didn't. He didn't say that he was looking for them. He said he was looking specifically for the other people.
So
Alright.
you tell me you see him down there packing up.
Yeah. I like, with my brain, I like snap a photo and send it to the group message.
Okay.
I already had my phone out because I was waiting for Javi to respond.
Mhm.
Faye, we gotta go. Quick, digging in the dirt.
I'm not digging in the dirt,
I
you
don't
idiot.
care what you're doing.
Fine.
We have to go now.
I will shield you. Get out your gun. And so Faye creates a little weaving vine shield.
Okay.
The two of them.
Go ahead and roll a change of game to make a woven shield for yourself.
So many rolls. Mind control over nature, entangling vines, resourceful.
Okay.
Oh, and on my backpack of dirt.
Sure.
7 plus 4, 11 minus 2,
Minus
3 and a
3.
half.
Minus 3.
Okay. So 8.
Okay. Yeah, pick one of those. You just create a new tag.
Yep.
Woven shield 1.
Great.
Something like that.
Great. So
Okay.
we run in.
Okay. Y'all run in. Most of the spores have dissipated by this time. At the side of you, the bestial people are like frothing in the mouth, shaking at the chain links, trying to get out at you. And you can see, since you're on the ground level, you can see through the open door into the other room. And you see all the people like running around grabbing like, not suitcases, but like...
They're
Like metal boxes, like
Yeah, like metal...
they look like
special-
ice chests, kind of.
Yeah, they're grabbing equipment cases and carrying them. You see the guy, the rolled up sleeve guy. He turns around and he sees the two of you. And his eyes kind of narrow, and he reaches behind him and he pulls out a grenade, pulls a pin, throws it into the place with all of y'all.
Can I react before it happens?
You sure can.
I want to react to when I see him reaching behind him, I'm going to shoot at him.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Hit with all you've got.
And I'm going to use my Rested Trusted Colt Cobra, Daddy's Fighter, but I'm also going to use a weakness because Daddy's not here now.
Okay. And are you applying the react before it happens as well?
Oh, yes.
So it's +3,
yeah.
-1, so
Plus
2.
3, -1. And my injuries wouldn't affect.
Yeah, it would,
Okay.
because you're shooting.
So 2.5.
She's using a
So
shield as
nothing.
cover.
That wouldn't help her.
Yeah.
I rolled my
Go ahead and roll.
I rolled a 10.
Okay.
And then what do I. Okay. So I add 3.
plus 2.
So you get your +2, right?
well,
Oh, well, now minus your 2 for
No,
injured.
+3, -2.
So plus 1.
I'm so,
So plus one.
confused.
But also -1 for Daddy's not here now. So
So
it's
it's a
+3,
10.
-3, so it's just a 10. All right, you hit him with all you've got, which is successful. So you get to choose 2 from the hit with all you've got move.
So he's injured.
Yeah, he's going to automatically take a 1 status.
Okay. So no collateral damage.
Okay.
So like the grenade doesn't accidentally go off or something.
Okay.
I've intimidated all these guys because this girl came in and was like BA with it and like wasn't afraid to like
Okay. So what do you want to do then?
have like an intimidate on them or something. I mean,
okay.
I know that's not a.
You can inflict a status with tier 1. So you shoot him and deal a tier 1 damage, and then you also hit them with a tier 1. Okay. Go ahead and give me a tier 1 status for the captain. And then I'll up their disoriented by seed bombs by 1 to 2. Okay, so she does that. She pulls out her gun right as he's reaching behind his back, shoots him in the shoulder, and
Do I also get my attention?
yep, you get your attention.
So I'm at 3.
Ooh, look at you.
Yep. So before he even lobs a grenade, you shoot him in the shoulder. He screams and he falls into cover. does not throw the grenade. What do y'all do?
At this point, we see that they're at the front of the building. We both know. So we have jumped down. We've gone down the fire escape and have gone to the front door.
Okay. So you've run around to the front door?
Yeah. And while we're doing this, I'm like, hey, Bill, why don't you do something with your ectoplasm to hurt them when they go through the front door, and I'll have my gun out ready to shoot them. How does that sound?
Can we say that I stayed on the catwalk to
Sure.
jump?
So Rin books it, and he's like, all right, Rin, Bill, I have this plan. We're going to do this thing. It's going to be awesome. And he gets to the front of the building, he turns around, and Bill is not there with you. So you're at the front of the building. What do you do?
I'm going to kick down the door.
Okay. Go ahead and roll take the risk.
Aren't they all right there?
No,
Oh, okay.
they're
Okay.
inside. Y'all are outside. He's outside.
Oh,
Go ahead and roll your take the risk.
Okay.
Wait, why is he outside? We were inside.
He said he ran down the fire escape and went around to the
instead
front of
of
the
kicking
building.
in the door, I'm assuming there's just like muddied out windows next to it. Next to the door, since it's just a regular. I'm going to, I guess in one move, point my gun, break the glass, and then shoot at any of the
Or you'd
guys.
be like super awesome and like do this like running charge, burst through the glass and roll, and then come up with your gun and start shooting people.
Is he athletic though?
No, not at all.
He's very athletic. He's got a,
He's just a wannabe vigilante.
yeah.
And that's what a wannabe vigilante would do. But go ahead, what do you want to do?
I analyze that and then realize that I would be screwed if I go in there
Okay.
like that. All the analysis are going through at like a mile a minute, and all of them end with Ren being filled with bullets.
Okay. So what do you do?
So he just stabs his gun into the glass and then just takes a fire. Takes a shot.
Okay.
Takes a fire.
Well, if you pop it in there, it's gonna shatter a bit of the glass.
Yeah. But I'll have cover of the brick building.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a hit with all you've got.
Okay. And I'll use heightened processing speed in my incapacitation gun. And then I think I'm going to do the cybernetic lenses to judge like where everyone is at and see what they're doing. To go for the most vulnerable person in the room. 9.
Okay. So you get 7 through 9. You hit. So you deal one. You deal a tier equal to your power. So that was a 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get to choose one of those from the top list.
I'm going to say I get many of them. Do a plus tier.
Okay. So you're dealing a +4. Or 4 tier.
Yeah.
Okay. So you run up, you shove the barrel of your gun through the window, shatters a big section of it, and then you just let off a salvo of shots. You hear a lot of screaming and a lot of people drop to the ground, and you're looking with your lenses, and actually you manage to shoot all of them, and they fall to the ground, except for the big guy.
Cool.
And since you rolled 7 through 9, you see the big guy suddenly getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and then you notice he's running right towards you, and he jumps through the windshield, and he's gonna grab your face and shove it into the ground. So take
Thanks, Bill, for not being there.
an injured 2 status. All right. What about everybody else? You were in the main area of the building, and you just heard glass shatter and a lot of blue pulses of light coming from the other room, screaming, and then you heard another glass shatter. Bill, I guess you're the only one who hasn't gone yet, so what do you do?
I want to jump down onto this person.
Okay, then you'd have to go up and out and then across the roof.
All right.
Okay, so you do that?
Yeah.
You're gonna do all of that.
I'm gonna climb up to the roof.
Okay.
Spends 3 moves.
No, I'm a fast guy. Because okay, for clarification, we just got in through the fire escape, stood there, he made a plan, and then he ran out.
Mm-hmm.
So literally, I'm right by the fire escape.
Yeah.
Like, it's The
Okay.
same amount of
Yeah,
steps.
go ahead and roll a hit with all you've got.
To jump off the roof.
Yeah, so you're jumping off the roof and you're gonna come down on top of this guy.
All right, so I'm gonna turn my. Oh, sorry, you're falling. I'm gonna turn my ectoplasm into 3 claws on each hand.
Uh-huh.
Or we'll
Oh my gosh.
or for copyright reasons, a blade on each hand.
Okay,
a
I
big
like that
blade.
better.
And I'm just gonna jump down. I'm gonna use ectoplasm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use skull crusher,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna use all in.
Okay, go ahead.
And what is this again?
Hit with all you've got.
All right, so I got 13.
Okay. So you hit him, so you get to choose 2 of those things. And you're hitting him with a 3 status?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a superior position so they can't hit me back. Basically, I'm gonna like stab into his shoulders, and like have my feet on his back to where I'm like standing above and behind him because he's this big hulking mass.
Mhm.
And then I will say that so he can't get me back. And then I hold the target's attention so he takes his hands off of Zach and starts like reaching behind his back for me.
Okay. So what's the status you're hitting him with? +3?
Plus
And then
4.
you're taking a superior advantage and taking his distraction.
Superior position so he can't hit me back and then
Okay.
take his attention.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a status that you're inflicting on him at 3 level.
Uh,
What about the girls? What are y'all doing? Faye, you haven't done anything.
Yeah, well, but Faye's just kind of being a shield for Esther right now, so she's just kind of following her.
Okay.
Well, I guess we're gonna go outside and try to help.
Or we could see what we could find in the place.
Yeah.
As Ren is getting attacked and mauled,
Well, you've got Bill.
as Bill came plummeting down
This is a boss fight, though. I think we probably would need.
on top of the boss.
Yeah, I think we
You
need
think
to
so?
go out
Okay.
and help them fight because we can come back in after we've taken care of them.
Fair.
Okay. So you run out. You run out into the lobby area. The window to your left is completely shattered, and through it you can see Bill is on this dude's back with these black blades shoved into his shoulders, and he is like trying to reach for Ren and trying to grab him. He is trying to reach for Bill and trying to grab him, and Ren is on the ground, probably with a busted lip or some sort of blood on his face from getting shoved into the pavement. So what do y'all do?
If I take a shot at the captain, am I going to hit?
Possibly.
Okay, so Faye has this shield, woven shield in front of her. She is kind of holding it very Captain America style. And so she legit just like slips it down to her hand and frisbees it to try to knock the guy off of Ren so that we can separate them. Vines, mind control. There's still vines.
Yeah, but you're not creating vines.
Okay, fine. I'll use my woven shield.
Okay.
Tag. Mind control? Because I'm not technically... But I'm using its strength to push him. Because otherwise just a little frisbee wouldn't.
You could bind his feet.
I could what?
You could bind his feet.
I see what you're
'cause he's
saying.
like off
What
balance.
if you... Here's an idea. You throw the woven shield and you mind control the woven shield to separate and become like vines that wrap around his feet or something.
That'd be
I like
super
that.
Cool.
Okay.
I like that. Okay, so we're gonna pretend like Faye just had that idea. So Faye takes the woven shield that she's holding, frisbees it, and controls the vines so that they like wrap around the captain's legs, and he face plants. Okay, entangling vines, mind control over nature, woven shield. 7, 3, 10, 3, 7.
So you rolled a 7? Okay. You hit him with all you got. Choose one of those.
I'm gonna do no collateral damage so it doesn't get Bill
Nice. Okay. Good idea.
Ren.
or Ren, but
Yeah. All right. So you throw this. What's the status coming at him?
frisbee attack.
Okay. All right, he's going to go now, and he is going to try to get Bill off his back. So he is going to try to wrestle Bill. So Bill, roll a go toe-to-toe with this guy.
Do I have the advantage of...
You add whatever you have.
Well, I've got the positional advantage of being on his back.
Sure, I'll let you translate that to be a number one.
Okay.
+1.
Ectoplasm constructs, and... Is he trying to get me off?
Yeah, he's trying to like grab you and throw you into the street.
Okay. I'm going to use rough exterior, like, to just kind of brush him off if I can. So that's +2. 3, because of the ectoplasm constructs I have in him.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
I'm going to twist him and get his nerves. I'm just kidding. Oh, that'd be painful. It'd probably feel really good initially. 8. Okay.
He doesn't grab you. He's still fighting with you, trying to get you off his back.
Yeehaw! We'll have it, whatever it is. Woo!
That's why I'm gonna kill you freaks, every one of you.
I want to say that I like pull my gun up while this rodeo is going on, and just try to just shoot him point blank in the chest.
Go ahead and roll a hit with all you've got.
Okay. So I'll use heightened processing speed and then my incapacitator gun.
Okay.
10.
10?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and
So-
choose 2 of those.
So I'm gonna do you get them good and add a +1 to that one. And then I'll do like if it's in my ability to move them and get out of the way. Really, I just get out of the way from underneath him.
Okay. So you
So
lift
I
up
just-
your gun while he is doing his rodeo show, and you point blank shoot him in the chest. The captain kind of, and then he falls to his knees, and you scoot out of the way from underneath him as this lumbering man just falls down face first into the pavement, unconscious.
Cha-ching!
From straight down the roadway, you do see the lights flashing, and you do hear the sirens of police cars getting closer.
I think it's best if we run in, take their equipment, and then just go to the SUV, and then just leave these people to be with the police.
I agree. I don't know if we're gonna get in trouble for this whole mess.
Where's Pedro?
He's still inside, isn't he? Unless he's skedaddled or something.
Can you check the tracker?
Yeah.
He's still inside the building.
Cool.
So I say the best plan, we run into the building, we grab whatever they were gathering up, take that as evidence for us as much as we can, and then just leave the building.
We have
Evidence
like a
for
minute.
us to what?
Yeah, if you want to do all this, you have to make a choice. You can either get away freely now, or you can grab something and take the risk to try to get out of there before the cops arrive.
Let's just go. We saw what we needed to see. We know what's going on.
Well, I think we need Pedro.
Why do we need Pedro? Fine, grab Pedro and let's go.
So, I run into the building. Do I locate Pedro?
Yeah. Rin kind of told you where he was.
Is
and
he
so
frantic?
you run in there. Well, you run in there and you see Pedro and the other drug dealers are in this side room. And as you run in there, you actually see Linda is kind of crouched over one of them, kind of searching him and checking them out and stuff.
But Pedro's there and Linda's there?
Yeah.
Is Pedro like conscious and stuff?
Yeah, he's real shook up.
Okay, so I'm going to use calming presence for Pedro. Linda? What is she, like when she looks at me, how does she look?
Oh, yeah, she runs in. She reaches for something and she sees it's just you and she says, "Are the cops coming?"
I'm going to read her face. Is she anxious at all? Is she like
I don't know if anxious would be the right word, but she's
on edge?
maybe, yeah.
All right, so I'm going to intimidate her by being like, yeah, they're right around the corner. We need to get out of here right now.
I got what I came here for. She pulls out her phone, snaps a few pics of everything, puts it up. "Nice working with you, gents." And she bolts out the door.
All right, so I rolled with those power tags and put me at a 10
Okay. To do what?
to get out in time.
Sure. Okay. You grab Pedro, he's still shook up. You run out the front door right as you see the cop cars turn around the corner and start coming down this street. You hop into the SUV, throw Pedro on the seat between you, and then y'all peel off into the night as the lights are flashing over y'all as y'all are speeding away on the highway. Pedro is in between the two of you, and he's just muttering over and over again, "Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you." End of episode.
That was good.
Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Mistconceptions. Usually we would be back next Monday with a new episode. However, at the beginning of the show, remember that I said that I would do my very best to have new episodes out every Monday, every week. However, sometimes if life happened, if scheduling conflicts happen, that might get in the way. Well, scheduling conflicts have happened. We haven't been able to record our next batch of episodes yet, and so we're going to meet soon and do that. And our next episode is going to be released on May the 1st. Yep, had to check my calendar real quick, but it will be on May the 1st will be when our next episode is. I apologize for such a gap between episodes, but sometimes that happens. We can't really help it. We're all busy. We all have jobs, and unfortunately, jobs come first. But anyways, I apologize. It'll be a few weeks before our next episodes, but stick around. More exciting things are coming. I'm really excited for where this story is heading and to see kind of what the characters decide to do now that they have all these questions and all these clues and everything up in the air. And I hope you're excited for it too. If you like us, you can find us on Facebook and Twitter. And if you want to help us out, share us. Pass us around to your friends. Put us on pages or give us to groups, role-playing groups, and podcast listeners that might like to listen to this. We're a new show, and we would love to have more listeners. That's how we're going to grow, is by you sharing us. We don't spend a dime on advertising, so help us out a little bit, please. Please leave us a rating and reviewing on iTunes. As of right now, we only have one iTunes review, and that is from my alien from another planet, Kit Andrade. And he has an alien emoji for a head on his picture. Whatever. Hey, and if you like my kind of comedy, I don't know, am I funny? I think so. If you like me, you can find more of my ramblings and thoughts at my blog, samekindofnerdyasme.wordpress.com. I post, my thoughts on nerdy stuff, movie reviews, things like that, RPG stuff. But I only need 4 more subscribers to get to 100 subscribers on my blog, and that'd be cool to have 100 because, I don't know, just be cool to have 100. So if you want to help me out, go subscribe to that blog. It's fun, I guess. I don't know. I like it. City of Mist is an RPG created by Son of Oak Productions. As of right now, you can go pre-order the starter set. It's going to be coming out in the fall of this year, 2017. And the creators of the game have released and revamped their new website. And from it, you can right now order the printed starter set, which is what I have. It's really nice. It has these really cool character sheets that are they're like posters, and you can write on them, and they're awesome. It also has a very simplified version of the rules, and if you like that, you can also get the core rule book. You can get a bundle with the core rule book and like a campaign setting book, and it's awesome. Go check it out, sonofoak.com. Pre-order some stuff because this is an awesome game, and I think you'd love to play it. The music you heard at the beginning of this episode, and will hear here in a little bit, was composed by Aaron Wharton. You can find more of his music at aaronwharton.net. And that's all for this week. We'll see you next time on May the 1st. That's when our next episode will come out. But until then, remember that theme is the moral of a story. It's what you learn from what the characters do.